My dear student, now let's discuss. This chapter is about chemistry, and the topic is acid, base, and salt. What is an acid? Let's discuss it. An acid is a compound which, on dissolving in water, yield hydronium ion as the positive ion. The characteristic property of the ion is due to of the acid is due to the presentation of due to the presence of hydronium ion. The word is derived from the word Latin is derived from the word from Latin word which means sour. When we eat vegetable or fruit, we feel some sour taste. This is due to the presence of the acid. Acid are also present in the human fluid, the digestive fluid of most of the human animal, and human also contain acid. Acid are compound that contain hydrogen. Not only hydrogen, acid react with non-metal and with hydrogen or with oxygen also. This is, hydrogen compound like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, etc. And non-hydrogen like methane, water, etc. Methane, etc. Acids can be classified into various ways by the based on their strength or solubility. Based on the strength, it is of two types: strong acid, weak acid. Strong acid are those acids which dissociate completely and give up the hydronium ion. For example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, weak acid are those acids which on dissociation give partially hydrogen, which cannot be but dissolve partially. For example, acetic acid, formic acid, carbonic acid. Substance acid are stored in taste special time when it can be tasted using indicator. For natural indicator like turmeric, litmus, rose, etc. are common indicator, and mostly is done by through litmus paper. Litmus paper, when dissolved in a solution, when if a solution is neutral, it give purple color. If a solution is when it insert into a when it drop into an insert into a solution, when it give purple color, it's neutral color. When it give red color, it is acid, and when it is blue color, it is basic. And the solution which do not change the color of do not change with either red or blue litmus are known as neutral. Acid are corruption and acid are corrosion. Acid are corrosive and can burn flesh and dissolve material. Base and alkali. A base is a substance that gives hydrogen ion when dissolved in water based on the presence of the metal hydroxide ion. In acid, hydronium ion is present, but in base, hydroxyl ion is present. For example of base are sodium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, etc. When base and acid react and neutralize, it form salt. The acidic property of the salt is due to hydrogen ion and hydrogen ion, and the basic property of uh, base is due to the hydroxyl ion. The strength of the base depend on the concentration of the hydroxyl ion. If more hydroxyl ion is present, then the base is stronger, and if less, then it is weak as a weak base. Strong base, like the strong acid and strong base, the acid, strong base and weak acid are also there. Strong base dissolve completely in water, and weak base dissolve partially. Bases are bitter to taste, and they are soapy and slippery to touch. So strong alkali like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are highly corrosive or caustic in nature. Then let's see about pH. pH was for Sorensen, and it ranges from 0 to 14. 0 to 6.9 is alkali, and 7 is neutral. 7.1 to 14 is the acidic. Based on the scale, we can say that it is an acidic or a basic solution. Salt is a resultant from the product of when an acid and a base react together, and when it neutralizes, salt is formed. The non-metallic The hydrogen and the hydroxyl ion combine to form water, the non-metallic ion of the acid and the metal and form the base. When acid and base neutralize and it form the salt. Common use salt are sodium chloride, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sodium hydroxide, etc. Now this is about acid, base, and so on.